morning and welcome into the WRMN 10 o'clock news. Coming up on our list today, 3 accused of planning to impersonate police at the protests. A driver was killed in a crash on DeKalb Kane line, and the Fresh Market is closing in Naperville. We've got a couple holiday things for giveaways, toy collections, and of course, recycling those lights. But let's first get started with our weather. It's currently 50 degrees here in the Fox River Valley. Expect scattered showers throughout the area. Nothing too crazy. Some things here or there. Most places are going to be some of those clear skies as well as we march our way up to a high of 54 today. Tomorrow, the fall season definitely shows its head with mostly cloudy and a high of 50, a low of 36. Thursday, the sun peaks out just a little bit to get us a high of 54 and a low of 31. And Friday, full sunshine, but it's only going to get us up to the high 50s. We will see how the rest of the day gets on. Like we do every 10 o'clock news, let's go ahead and run down the lottery results. These are the drawings for Monday, October 20th. Good luck. The midday pick 3 comes in at 677 with a 5 on the end. The midday pick 4, 8254 with a 1. Also, the evening pick 3, 722 with a 9 fireball. Evening pick 4, 926, evening pick 4, 9296 with a 4 on the end. Midday lucky, 8, 11, 12, 18, 23, and the evening lucky, 8, 11, 18, 40, and 45. The lotto comes in at 17, 26, 27, 37, 43, and 46. Million one is 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and 50. And the million two, 15, 18, 19, 30, 34, and 48. And finally, the Powerball coming in at 32, 38, 66, 67, and 69 with a 19 on that last ball. Remember, you have up to 1 year to claim your prizes, and make sure that you are constantly checking your numbers. Let's head over to Naperville just for a moment with these 2 stories. There's a toy collection drive. Naperville's Park District Park Police are collecting new unwrapped toys to support the DuPage County Toys for Tots program. Toys can be dropped off at sites across the Park District and the WONC radio station in North Central College's campus now through Saturday, December 13th. Toys will be collected at these sites: the Park District Administration Building, 320 West Jackson Avenue, Central Maintenance Facility at 427 Martin Avenue, Alfred Rubin Riverwalk Community Center at 305 West Jackson Avenue, Fort Hill Activity Center at 20 Fort Hill Drive, Notch Knolls Nature Center at 320 Notch Knolls Road, and Springbrook Golf Course Shop at 2220 West 83rd, and at the WONC radio station at Oliver Hall at 232 East Chicago. Before we head over to break, a Fresh Market is closing in Naperville. The Fresh Market grocery chain is closing its Naperville store in West Ridge Court, but the shopping center's owner is touting the adjacent Block 59 development as it moves to find a replacement tenant. Brixmor Property Group has been transforming the northeast corner of Route 59 and Aurora Avenue into a new dining and entertainment district with a succession of restaurants, openings, and a seasonal addition, an outdoor ice skating rink set to be unveiled next month. Rich DiPolito, Vice President of Redevelopment, expressed disappointment at the loss of the grocer. However, Brixmor is hoping to capitalize on the momentum with Block 59 coming online. He said, "The vast majority of property we own is grocery anchored, so we always like having a grocer as one of the components of our shopping centers. So that would be ideal, but it's still too early to tell." A spokesperson at the Fresh Market said the store's final day is contingent on when it sells through the inventory. The store is currently running a 25% site-wide sale on all items, including liquor and gift cards. The spokesperson said in a statement, "The decision to close was a difficult one, but was made after careful consideration and analysis of our current store portfolio. While it is unfortunate we are closing our Naperville store, our greater Chicago area remains a growth area for us." Algonquin welcomed the Fresh Market, a chain with roots in North Carolina, earlier this year. Another store will be opening in Chicago at 1233 North Wells Street in early December. In Naperville, Brixmor demolished much of the former Heritage Square Shopping Center, over 200,000 square feet. DiPolito said, to make way for the new project adjacent to Westridge Court, which includes the Hollywood Palms Cinema. DiPolito said, "We've really integrated the two shopping centers so they have much better flow. The properties work better together and they play off of each other a lot better. There's a lot of retail within Westridge Court and a lot of restaurants within Block 59. Piccolo Buco, a concept from Copper's Hawk and Chef Luca Issa, owner of the original pizzeria in Rome, has joined the restaurant roster at Block 59. It's already home to the Cheesecake Factory, Brunch Spot First Watch, Shake Shack, and Stan's Donuts. DiPolito said, "We're getting tremendous feedback. The community is thrilled, and each time we open a new restaurant, they have a really great opening and continue to have a lot of traffic." The 60 by 120 foot outdoor ice rink is opening November 20th. More fast casual restaurants, Crisp and Green and Velvet Taco, also are expected to open in November. When we come back, a driver was killed in a crash on DeKalb and Kane line. Also, Hoffman Estates Health and Human Services Department is accepting applications until October 31st for recipients for the Village Holiday Giving Tree program. Also, we've got South Barrington residents that can recycle unwanted holiday lights. Stick around. This is the WRMN 10 o'clock news.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. That's 800-433-3082.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. A driver killed in a crash on DeKalb and Kane County lines. One person was killed after a two-car crash at the intersection of Kane County Road and Illinois Route 64 on the DeKalb and Kane County line on Monday, authorities said. The person who drove the sedan at the time of the crash hasn't been identified pending notification of family, according to an update released by the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Monday afternoon. Maple Park paramedics took the driver to Northwestern Medicine Kishwaukee Hospital in DeKalb, where they were pronounced dead, according to the sheriff's office. The police investigation shed more details on what deputies believe happened. The sedan driver was stopped at a stop sign on East County Line Road facing south about 9 a.m. on Monday. For an unknown reason, the sedan entered the intersection and didn't yield to a 2013 Chevy Traverse, which was westbound on Route 64, authorities said. The SUV collided with the sedan's driver's side. The Traverse was driven by a 62-year-old woman from Maple Park, according to the sheriff's office. Paramedics also took her to the hospital with injuries that weren't life-threatening. When the vehicles collided, the sedan spun on the road and crashed into a ditch southwest of the intersection, deputies said. The Traverse spun, then stopped in the middle of the intersection. The intersection was closed for a portion of the morning. The Kane County Sheriff's Office posted on social media asking motorists not to drive in the area of Route 64 and West County Line Road as police investigated. This is the second fatal crash in DeKalb County in less than 24 hours. A motorcyclist was killed in a crash with an SUV on DeKalb Avenue in Sycamore Sunday afternoon, police said. That crash also remains under investigation. 3 were accused of planning to impersonate police at protests. 3 men have been accused of conspiring to impersonate peace officers while planning to attend political protests Saturday. Jonathan Kapp, 22, of the 200 block of West Harrison Avenue, Wheaton. Andrew Knight, 24, of the 73,000 block of Bayberry Lane, Darren. And Cole Saros, 26, of the 88,000 block of Dryden Street in Woodridge, are each charged with conspiracy to commit false personization of a peace officer, which is a felony. They were also charged with misdemeanor unlawful possession of ammunition. They are free on pretrial release because the charges are non-detainable, according to a news release from DuPage County's State Attorney Office. The charges say that around 3:20 p.m. Saturday, the three agreed to dress like police officers, with each wearing a tactical ballistic vest. They had 9mm and .223 caliber ammunition on them without having a firearm owner's identification card. Cap also wore a camouflage face mask and had an air-powered rifle and handgun without an orange tip. They appeared to be real firearms, according to the charges. Police found fake flashbang explosives and lighter fluid in the vehicle. Elmhurst police investigated the case and arrested the trio before they arrived at any protest. On Saturday, there were no Kings protests nationwide against the actions of President Donald Trump. Their next court date is November 17th. Before we head out to break, Hoffman Estates Health and Human Services Department is accepting applications until October 31st for recipients of the Village's Holiday Giving Tree program. The program provides holiday gifts to families and children in need and adults 60 and over who are experiencing hardships. Space is limited. To receive an application and learn about eligibility, call 847-781-4850. Those interested in purchasing gifts for the Giving Tree program can stop by the Health and Human Services Department at Village Hall, 1900 Hassel Road, to select gift request ornaments from the Giving Tree starting November 17th. The deadline to participate is December 1st. Call 847-781-4850 for additional information. When we come back, the Elgin Elks of 737 Lodge is in cooperation with the Illinois Elks Children's Care Corps and will sponsor a free children's orthopedic assessment clinic on Wednesday. Also, a few more things here in Elgin, and the Elgin Road Rage murder trial begins. We've got more here on the WRMN 10 o'clock news.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger, substance use, and more. You can also find real stories of how people navigated their own mental health challenges. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast to Coast right here on WRMN 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Newry with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Whether you're working third shift or you're just a night owl, catch the most listened to overnight talk radio program in North America, Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
The Live Like Rue Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Rue, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Rue is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRue.org. Again, livelikeRue.org.
To the WRMN 10 o'clock news. The Elgin road rage murder trial begins. A quote from it is the temerity to honk his horn. Ivan Martinez and his friend Francisco Churala Oscaga were traveling through Elgin on their way home from their jobs at a Huntley restaurant in August of 2020 when the car tried to enter their lane. Martinez, who was driving his Mini Cooper south on State Street at the time, decided to honk his horn. What happened next was a focus of the opening of a murder trial in Kane County for the Lake in the Hills man accused of shooting at Martinez's car, killing Churalo Oscaga, and wounding Martinez. Drew Jarvis, 26 of the 1300 block of Kunat Court, is facing charges of first-degree murder, attempted murder, and armed violence. On the first day of his trial on Monday, authorities said Jarvis was a passenger in the car that Martinez honked at during the early morning of August 22nd, 2020. Kane County prosecutor Mark Stajadar told the jurors that Jarvis responded by holding a handgun out the window. Bang, 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 Sadar said, because Ivan had the temerity to honk his horn. Sadar told the jury that a camera on the building in the corner showed 7 muzzle flashes emanating from a white vehicle. The video does not show Jarvis, he said. Police traced the ownership of the vehicle to Jarvis when they searched his cell phone records. They determined the phone had been in the area at the time of the shooting and that someone had used it to search 2 men shot in Elgin on the internet. The victim, Oscaga, a 41-year-old Elgin resident, told Martinez after the shots were fired that he couldn't breathe. Shadaro said he had been shot in his torso. Martinez suffered several gunshot wounds to his legs. Police used tourniquets on both legs to control the bleeding. The trial resumes this morning, and Jarvis was found guilty in a 2021 of aggravated discharge of a weapon towards a person or a vehicle. In that case, he was accused of wounding a man on August 29th on the 300 block of South McLean. Charges in the Elgin murder case were filed June of 22. This is the WRMN 10 o'clock news.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Centos. Companies reported layoff and furlough plans affecting more than 1,600 Illinois workers last month. News outlets report the job reductions were reported to the state as part of the Illinois WRMN Act. The layoffs reportedly affect multiple industries, including healthcare, transportation, and manufacturing. Next week is Principal Appreciation Week in Illinois. Illinois governors have acknowledged the week since 1990 in an effort to highlight the dedication of principals, deans, and assistant principals. Principal Appreciation Day will be observed a week from today, Friday the 24th. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker made over $10 million in adjusted gross income last year, according to tax summaries from his campaign. The campaign reportedly did not show the income of trusts that are benefiting Pritzker's family. Documents show he made $10.7 million in 2024. More than 173,000 Nissan and Chevy vehicles are being recalled due to a potential issue with a blown fuel pump fuse. The U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration issued a recall notice including the Nissan NV200, Nissan NV200 Taxi, and the Chevy City Express. Dealers will reroute the sensor harness or replace the fuel pump free of charge for affected owners. Police say an Elmhurst woman was arrested on felony charges after she assaulted a police officer, became combative, and resisted arrest. 29-year-old Marissa Bender, who lives in the 800 block of North Willow Street in Elmhurst, was charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery, 2 counts of attempted aggravated assault, and 1 count of resisting arrest. Around 11 p.m. Sunday, officers were called to a disturbance at Bender's house. She's accused of running and hiding from police. She was taken to the DuPage County Jail. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive presents a testimonial of sorts.
Hey, slow down! Oh, yeah? Well, you drive like my grandma. She's a very attentive and courteous driver who wears a seatbelt and always uses her turn signals. She's also a talented painter and has very low cholesterol. Not that that has anything to do with her drive. We just thought a more complete picture of who she is might be interesting. Anyway, have a nice day.
Safe driver? Get Snapshot from Progressive and get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
This is Larry Jones, and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit, or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400 and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, rain showers likely after 2 p.m. with partly sunny skies and a high near 54. Temperatures falling to around 50 in the afternoon. Windy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, rain showers likely before 10 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 42. Currently, it is 49 and partly cloudy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Hey, at Total Wine & More, you'll love what you find this Halloween.
Me thirsty.
Oh, hey, Frankenstein. Did you enjoy that Cabernet?
Oh, good. Want margarita?
Well, all the villagers are raving about this tequila.
Ooh.
And we have it at the lowest price in town.
Economical.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. Head on back over to Elgin with our news today, as it is 51 degrees here in the Fox River Valley. Downtown Elgin, you can see us in the WRMN studio at 14 Douglas. Come and say hi to us, especially this Saturday for Nightmare on Chicago. The Elgin Elks 737 Lodge, in cooperation with the Illinois Elks Children's Care Corp, will sponsor a free children's orthopedic assessment clinic on Wednesday at Ortho Illinois, 1550 North Randall Road in Elgin. The clinic from 2 to 4 p.m. is by appointment only. To make an appointment, call the Illinois Elks Children's Care office at 800-272-0074 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. weekdays. There are no charge for any services at the clinic. Dr. Scott Ferry will be the clinician in charge. No medical referral is necessary for the clinic, but physicians are welcome to refer patients to the clinic for a specific reason or a second opinion. School nurses are welcome to refer children and families to the clinic. The clinic is an ideal time to have a child examined for bone and joint development. South Barrington residents can recycle unwanted holiday lights at Village Hall. A labeled bin will be set up outside the building at 30 South Barrington Road through March 8th. Mayor Paula McCombie, said in a promotional email, people can drop off strings of lights and extension cords. Other types of lights and bulbs shouldn't be put in the bin, but they can be dropped off at the front desk when Village Hall is open. Let's head on over to our main stories for today. And that is all about the shutdown and timely justice. This is on the front page of the Daily Herald, so make sure that you subscribe to thedailyherald.com. Timely justice. Shutdown means case delays, no pay for staff at federal courthouse in Chicago. The fallout from the government shutdown is inflicting financial pain on workers at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse in Chicago and delaying some litigation. Saturday marked the start of Phase 2 of shutdown consequences, said Virginia Kendall, Chief Judge of the Northern District of Illinois. That means most employees will be working without pay, and inadequate funding will shrink the number of cases the courthouse can handle. In addition, the clerk's office will be staffed at 78% of authorized levels. Kendall said in a statement on Friday, "I'm concerned that the lack of appropriation will create delays in courts' ability to ensure timely justice. Furthermore, the dedicated public servants who allow those who seek redress prompt access to court are now feeling the pain of their paychecks being suspended and facing difficult financial decisions to keep their families afloat because of the shutdown. Court officials will be prioritizing cases involving emergency circumstances and, quote, activity that protects constitutional guarantees, unquote. For example, a hearing on a lawsuit filed by Chicago and the state of Illinois against the Trump administration over deploying the National Guard to the region is scheduled for Wednesday. The shutdown started October 1st, and Congress remains at an impasse. Democrats are seeking concessions on extending health care benefits, and Republicans are pushing to reopen the government first. The government's state of limbo will also throw a wrench into many civil cases. Kendall stated, the lapse in appropriations required a reduction in the workforce of the United States Attorney's Office and other federal agencies, particularly with respect to prosecution and civil cases. The court entered an order saying all deadlines in all civil cases involving the United States as party, with limited exceptions. However, sufficient funding is available to pay grand jurors and regular jurors for the time being, she noted. Therefore, all trials and grand jury sessions will continue as scheduled until such time as the administrative office determines that fees for jurors have been exhausted. However, some cases have already been postponed for fear of a prolonged shutdown, experts say. Lake County bans the use of properties for staging areas and ice activities. Signs all over Lake County say this property is owned and controlled by Lake County government. It may not be used for civil immigration enforcement as a staging area, processing location, or operations base. Lake and Will counties are among the latest entities, with more coming to prohibit the use of their properties for federal immigration enforcement activities. North Chicago and Carpentersville are expected to join a growing list, including Chicago, Cook County, Evanston, and Broadview, keeping properties they own or control off limits for staging areas, processing locations, or bases of operation. In Lake County, signs banning those uses have or are being placed at county parking and vacant lots and garages following preemptive action last week approved by Lake County Board. The signage is being installed at 28 locations. County Board member Isaiah Campos said during a nearly hour-long discussion preceding the 14-5 approval along party lines, he said, "The federal government is going to continue the crackdown, but we can't allow them to use our county resources to terrorize our people." Campos represents Round Lake area, which has a large Hispanic population and is among the outspoken critics of the methods and actions of federal immigration agents in the emotionally charged issue. County Board Chair Sandy Hart said, "I agree with many of the members who said we need to stand up and say who we are and what we care about." The 5 Republican board members supported the streamlined resolution suggested by Anne Marie of Lincolnshire, eliminating most of the language, including a requirement that any county employee who becomes aware of attempted actions must immediately notify their supervisor. "Why don't we just say our property is our property and it's for county purposes only?" she said. Others said the original resolution was counterproductive and would unnecessarily escalate a back and forth with the federal government. County Board member Michael Danforth of Fox River Grove added, "Let's put the horns in a little bit." He added the federal government has the right to enforce immigration law. This main suggestion accomplishes what we need to do without continuing poking the bear. Lake County joins other public entities, including Chicago and Cook and Will counties, in banning federal immigration officials from using their properties for civil immigration enforcement operations. The Will County Executive's Office issued an order Friday with similar bans on staging areas, processing locations, or bases of operations in what is becoming standard language among entities that approve the measures. Will County also requires federal agents to present a warrant before conducting immigration enforcement on county property, removing face coverings to ensure continuous visibility of a badge issued by their respective agency. Monday evening, North Chicago Mayor Leon Rockingham Jr. will be joined at City Hall by elected leaders and advocacy groups to clarify the city's role in federal immigration matters and foster trust between local government and immigration communities. Hart said she learned of Chicago's action on October 9th after talking with the Lake County State's Attorney's Office and receiving approval from Paul Frank, chair of the board's Financial and Administrative Committee. Hart brought it directly to the full board, which meets once a month for discussion and a vote. She said on Monday, "I did not want to wait for committees to meet, believing that it is important for us to act quickly." She also asked the 19th Circuit Court Chief Judge Daniel B. Shaines to issue an administrative order to prohibit U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement from operating in courthouses and surrounding public entries, sidewalks, and parking areas unless they have a judicial warrant. In a letter Friday signed by State's Attorney Eric Reinhart and the 14-member county board Democratic majority, Hart says victims, witnesses, and others are refusing to appear in court. Though U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement hasn't attempted to make any arrests inside any courthouses, quote, "We should not wait for this to occur," the letter reads. You can find more at Shaw Local News Network, who contributed for this report. When we come back, we still got lots of news here in the area. Deeply disturbed lawmakers demand answers about ICE actions in Hoffman Estates. Also, here in the Elgin area, the best thing in the world as hundreds receive free care at the Heal Elgin Clinic. You're listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today. Looking to set sail on your dream vacation? Cruises International has you covered. Specializing in land and sea getaways, they're here to make your vacation unforgettable. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, they offer personalized service with a global network of specialists to ensure your trip is tailor-made just for you. Call today at 800-255-7447 to speak with a cruise and vacation expert. And don't miss Travel Tuesdays on WRMN AM 1410 every first Tuesday of the month from 11 to 12 p.m. on Out to Lunch. That's Cruises International. Your vacation, your way.
Theriault Booth, a leading local law firm, is located on the beautiful Fox River in downtown St. Charles. Here's Ryan Theriault.
For better or worse, there are just times people need a lawyer. Whether you are involved in a work injury, in an automobile crash, selling a home, or even planning for your estate after your passing, we're here. We're local. We're part of the community.
For more information, visit them on the web at tbfirm.com or give them a call at 630-526-4242.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. Two suburban lawmakers are demanding answers about a viral video appearing to show U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents detaining a young woman in Hoffman Estates last week. The video taken from the window of a house Friday, October 10th, shows officers pulling over a sedan on the residential street and dragging the 18-year-old from the passenger side of the vehicle as she screams in protest. She is forced to the ground, then placed into one of the agent's vehicles. The Hoffman Estates patrol vehicle appears briefly in the video and pulls away as the scene plays out. ICE agents later stopped in the parking lot of Hoffman Estates Police Department, where a crowd that included Illinois Rep. Fred Crespo and his attorney, daughter Jennifer Crespo, gathered. Hoffman Estates Police Chief Kashakali said the agents visited the police station to make a report, but decided to leave and complete the report at another time. ICE officers left the police station without the young woman, but took another detainee with them, according to Jennifer Crespo. The video was shared over the weekend by U.S. Rep. Raja Krishnamurthy, a Schaumburg Democrat whose 8th district includes Hoffman Estates. He said in a statement, "This is our backyard. I am deeply disturbed by what looks like ICE agents violently detaining a child. A child. She could be yours just as she could be mine." Krishnamurthy said he wants Congress to investigate and the House Oversight Committee to subpoena Department of Homeland Security Kristi Noem. Crespo, a Democrat from Hoffman Estates, said he is especially concerned about the presence of Hoffman Estate police vehicle in the video. When you had 3 or 4 unmarked squad cars come to a house, why would the local police walk away, he asked. Cawley didn't confirm the validity of the video, but she said it appears to be at the intersection of Morton Street and Glendale Lane in Hoffman Estates. Cawley said, "The street sign is in the video, and we did have a squad car on call for service on the 700 block of Morton on Friday. We don't interfere with federal agents when they are doing their duties." Attempts to reach representatives for comment were not successful, but Tricia McLaughlin, U.S. Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary, claimed over social media that the video is from a burglary arrest Chicago police made more than a year ago. When contacted by the Daily Herald, the family of the 18-year-old said she was not speaking to the media and had contacted a lawyer. Read more over at the Daily Herald at dailyherald.com. Elgin police officer was put on leave after social media comments about immigration enforcement. An Elgin police officer has been put on leave over comments he made on social media related to immigration enforcement. It's the second time Officer Jason Lentz has tangled with the department over social media comments. Elgin Police Chief Anna Lally announced Thursday afternoon that she learned of a post that Lentz had made Wednesday night on a personal account. She did not say what platform he used. She has placed Lentz on administrative leave and said an independent investigator is investigating the matter. Lally wrote in a statement, "As emotions and concerns may be high for some regarding this matter, I want to reassure the community that our commitment to you remains steadfast. To serve and protect everyone's rights, to ensure a safe community, and remain committed to the highest standards of professionalism." Lally's post did not indicate what Lentz wrote. In 2014, the department fired Lentz over posts he made on Facebook, including some related to the shooting of Michael Brown by police in Ferguson, Missouri. Lentz, backed by his police union, appealed the firing, and an arbitrator ruled the city should have only suspended him for 6 months. The arbitrator did not address Lentz's contention that the city violated his First Amendment constitutional right to free speech. In 2017, Lentz was honored by the city for saving the life of a man who was choking on turkey at a Thanksgiving dinner. We've only got a few more minutes here, so let's just stay here with us. Since we are talking about law enforcement, let's shift over to a shift in work hours for Arlington Heights patrol officers under the new contract. Arlington Heights police officers will get a 3% raise, and those who patrol the streets will work a slightly different schedule under a new 1-year labor agreement approved Monday. The new schedule for beat cops puts in place a 9-hour workday in which they'll report for duty 5 days straight, then get 3 days off. Under the current schedule, the officers assigned to the Patrol Bureau work 8.5 hours a day and are assigned to work 6 days on, followed by 3 days off. The new arrangement is a pilot program which takes effect in February of 2026, officials said. It's outlined in a memorandum of understanding between the Village and Metropolitan Alliance of Police, Arlington Heights Police Chapter number 510. Village board members Monday night unanimously agreed to the memo and one-year extension of the police collective bargaining agreement. Both documents were also ratified by members of the union. Village manager Randy Rockles said police department management and union leadership wanted a schedule that could achieve a better work-life balance for employees while maintaining high-quality services for the community. The schedule will also allow better overlap during shift changes and give officers more time to follow up on administrative items, Rockles said. He also suggested the change could aid in recruitment efforts. Of the 109 sworn officers in the department, 8 were hired this year, but another 7 vacancies remain, he said. If village officials or union membership don't like the new schedule, they agreed to revert to the old way in 2027. Overtime will be paid for hours worked in excess of 9 hours per day or in excess of 174 hours in a 24-day cycle per the memorandum. All police officers will receive a 3% raise at the beginning of 2026. Under the 9-step salary schedule, a rookie officer will be paid $85,568, while a veteran officer with most experience can earn up to $127,334. Though the contract only lasts through the end of 2026, officials said starting in 2027, the monthly employee health insurance premium contribution will increase from 14 to 16%. Thank you for listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. It's currently 52 degrees out in the world as we march to our high of 54. Coming up after this, of course, it's the marvelous Matt McNeil, who was over at the Elgin Clinic as well this weekend. Find us on Facebook to watch that video and to discover more about WRMN. I'm Dennis Green. Thanks for listening.